shall meet, but we shall miss him. There will be one vacant chair. We shall linger to caress him while we breathe our evening prayer.
Charlie, anytime you're ready, Charlie.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the May meetings in the Lockport Township Board. I'd like to start tonight out with the Pledge of Allegiance. Good. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. Start out tonight with the Road and Bridge Fund. Start with the roll call of officers.
Lance McCullough. Here. Michael Wodowski.
Here.
John Bodisich. Supervisor Alberico.
Here.
John Chalinsky.
Here.
Barb Boyce.
Here.
Dean Morelli.
Here.
Debbie Mason is absent. We have with us our new deputy clerk that was sworn in on Friday, Jessica, and myself, and Attorney Mueller is absent.
Well, thank you very much. Everybody should have in their packet the minutes from the April 11th regular meeting. I need a motion to pass the minutes.
Make a motion.
I got a motion by Barb. Boyce.
I just have a minute to read through them. I just got my back.
Oh, okay. Sure. Well, I'll go ahead and get a motion anyway.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So, John, your packet was in your mailbox in the supervisor's office. I think
There's
that's
an email to you. They're all emailed.
It was an email, and I went by the office today, and it wasn't in the box.
Yeah, we put it in the box.
Somebody must have taken it out of there. But I just wanted to look over real quick.
Okay, yeah. We started this month to email everybody. That's why we got, we didn't get you a computer since you already have one.
Yeah, no, I called the clerk's office this afternoon, and she tried to email it this afternoon. I wasn't on the list, but when it was emailed, I think it might have been too large, but I waited for a
So,
while.
Ron, the only ones we're emailing are the people that don't have offices here. Because
Oh, I thought we
just the
emailed them.
just the trustees and the ones that are not, don't have offices,
Okay.
hold an office here. So,
All right. That being said, I do have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. I have a second by Dan Bodisich. Any other discussion? Any discussion on the minutes tonight? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. We have bills of $106,541.20. You need a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Michael Wodowski. And a second.
I'll second it.
We got a second by Barbara Boyce. Any questions of the bills tonight? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Wodowski.
Yes.
Bodisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Jen, you have a commissioner's report.
Thank you very much. Well, the paving project was completed. The company that we used did a fantastic job. We still have to shoulder the road. Anytime you put a new road on, the shoulder kind of gets beat up a little bit. So if you've got some drop-offs, we're getting to it. Shipping's going well. We had a young lady, Delinda, over in the Fairmont community, asked for a street light. I think she contacted you as well. We took care of that. So we called ComEd. It should be out there. They couldn't give us a time frame, but we are putting the street light in an area that needs to be lit for some past activities there. So hopefully that helps out that area there where she wanted the light. Other than that, things are going well. We just continue to work hard. The summer help is coming, I think, in a couple of weeks. We're going to start mowing grass here next week. As everybody knows, I'm sure you guys mowed your grass a couple of times already. So we're getting on that. So I can't think of anything else. Things are going really well. The guys are working hard. Like I've said in the past, we're still doing some culverts from last year. We can only do one culvert a day. We've got the 5 guys, on the crew. And with chipping every other week, it takes 3 guys off of the crew. So we're getting to the culvert, so please be patient. Every day they go out and do something, they get a job done, and they're doing a great job. So we are definitely working, and we'll get to those culverts as quickly as we can.
All right. One thing I wanted to bring up, we are going to have a public hearing next Monday here in this office at 6:30 for the operating budget of the highway department. And that budget will be supposedly passed, the board feels in the public hearing.
Yes, John, did you ever get that online, your budget? I know you're working with Frank to get that on your website.
I know there's been contact back and forth, so I'm going to assume so, but I do not know.
I didn't see it today. I don't know if it got up after I looked or not.
I will make that call in the morning to make sure, because I'd like to have that online.
Yeah, it should be, yeah. I do have a couple things, John. I got an email today from Annette Melka, and it said, I'm just following up on the flooded street by our driveway. I know the weather has not been cooperative to do any repairs, but the flooding and pooled water is getting worse and just in front of our house. Getting worse, not just in front of our house, but by my neighbor's house as well. I know last fall John said something couldn't be done until the spring, but I was told a spring or two ago. It's been almost 2 years since I first contacted the highway department. I know you're busy and this is not an urgent matter, but when you have an opportunity, would you mind following up with John to make sure I haven't been forgotten?
Definitely have not been forgotten. We've been out there 3 times this spring. We're trying to find a solution. We talked to the city because they have a combination storm water and sewer that runs right down the middle of the street. Basically, the situation is the water runs from the corner and it goes about 250 feet to the
Is that the mechanical?
Yeah. It goes 250 feet to the inlets of the stormwater sewer. So what happened was in front of her driveway, the whole area in Bonnie Bray is the infrastructure starting to settle and collapse a little bit. Well, right in front of her driveway, it is the lowest point. It's lower than the center of the road. It's lower than both sides of the curb. So we went out there with an engineer and we found this stormwater sewer. We talked to the city because it would have been a nice little 10-foot pipe. And they declined, and I understand why. I mean, you're putting storm water into the treated water, the water that needs to be treated, so I understood we're looking for a short-term fix until we can figure out if the, actually what's underneath there is in bad shape and needs to be replaced. We did talk to PT Farrell. They were the ones who paved our road, to get some ideas from them, along with an engineer. We talked about a French drain situation there. The problem with the French drain is as the water runs down, it's probably going to fill that up before it can actually do any good. If that was only a little bit of standing water, you can route that into a French drain, let it evaporate or dissipate into the ground. So we did get a price at $80 a foot to replace the curb, and then we'd probably have to replace about 100 feet. So we've been making some progress. Obviously, again, it's probably not as fast as the homeowner would want. I've been out there several times and talked to her. She's been very, very patient, very nice.
You've been out there this spring, is that talking to
Yeah,
her?
at least twice.
I don't know why she wrote that email saying she hadn't heard from you yet this spring, so.
We've been out there twice.
Okay.
We are working on the situation. It's, I do have someone else giving me a price on the curb. I thought that $80 a foot was a little high. The engineer felt like around $30 to $35 was where we should be. And that's why we didn't just jump right on it and get that done, for the $80. But I'm well aware of the problem and we have been working on it. I've got some issues on Bruce Road with some flooding. Those folks are calling me as well, so we're trying to use the same engineer. He's pretty good with the water drainage. The problem with the Bruce Road is a little bit different because the water's coming out of the farm field and it's coming so fast that they have stormwater drains in there. It's just not able to take the amount of water coming out of that farm field until once the crops are grown, they have no problem. But this is the time of year when everybody's kind of nervous, and I talked to the homeowners, and I'm gonna get them together in my office. Actually, Jamie, who's kind of in charge of the homeowners there, called me today. I haven't called her back yet, but so we're working. Those are 2 areas that we really want to concentrate on. But yeah, Annette has definitely not been forgotten. We're working on it. We're just trying to do the best thing, and I want to do it once and get it right.
Yeah, I'm sure she would just appreciate the same explanation you gave us, maybe a letter or an email. I can send her an email if you'd like.
Sure, or you can tell her to contact me directly why she's going through you. I'm not sure, but that's fine.
Well, I'm going to name an official. But on another note, I do need a letter from you from the FEMA for that money that was secured. The auditor was in the last 2 weeks, and I was going through some files, and I noticed that I do not have that letter that you from FEMA on that grant money that was secured for the culvert replacement. So if you could get that to me, that would be greatly appreciated.
Sure.
And then along with that was another, the purchase of equipment for the cheering motors. Do you have a bidding packet for that?
We didn't go out for a bid on that. We went
You
through
did
Will
the
County governmentally.
So whatever you went through, I just need some
Yep.
paperwork on there. Thank you.
All right, I think, is there any other questions?
Yeah, John, I have one. It's just for lack of understanding. I was going through your bills, and I seen that Torma insurance, and I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I seen that bill was kind of bigger than the others. What is
Torma?
Yeah.
Torma is the company, it's a self-insurance company that all the townships, I'm not gonna say all the townships because I don't know what the rest of them are doing, but most of them use Torma. It's, and Ron, correct me if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of a part of TOI.
Yes.
You know, they kind of, what TOI did was use, I don't know if the fire department uses it, John, but they are basically our insurance company.
That covers everything.
Everything.
Outside the road.
Yeah, it's
You
a,
drive the truck through a house or.
yes.
It's covered.
Yeah, and they insure everything if we have any lawsuits or anything happen, you know, like you mentioned. And the nice thing is we generally get a refund check at the end of the year. I think I was in the perspective last year. I don't know how much we got back. It was like 13,000 or something, but you know, it's pretty much what every single township uses.
Thank you.
All right, I have no other business in the Road and Bridge Fund. I'd ask for an adjournment.
So moved.
I have a motion by John, that's it. Barb, I got a second by Barb. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. We'll move on to the General Assistance Fund. A couple of things in this meeting we got coming up. First of all, the approval of the minutes. Again, you have it in your packet. For the April 11th regular meeting, I'd ask for a motion to pass the minutes.
I'll make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb Weiss.
I'll second that.
I got a second by Dean Morella. Thank you very much. Are there any questions in the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. You have the bills of $11,865.15. I need a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
I got a motion by John Batsich.
Second.
And a second by Barb. Yes. Any questions of tonight's bills?
Ron, I just got something quick. I don't know if you know. I know, going back last month, and looking at this month, just as a comparison, I see, this month we do have some people that were covering rent payment and also some assistance with utilities. Is there a way to find out, how many people we're actually helping?
I give you that report every quarter. I can maybe break it down a little bit better for you.
Well, last month I asked how often people had to refund have, at that quarterly report that you handed out from January to March, according to the report, there was, nobody had been approved yet for general and/or emergency. However, we're making some payments still.
We are still, there's some people.
So, like I said, obviously it was people from last year that were still receiving.
I think what the confusion would be is the people that we have monthly on this list reapply every month. We know they qualify. The ones that we're giving you a list for are the new people coming in off the street that are trying to qualify.
Okay.
So we do
I
have
understand that.
monthly people that have been out here for a long time, and we're trying to.
Right. Well, like I said, if I go through the quarterly reports, I see there's not a whole lot of people qualifying over the last, say, 9 months, but we still are giving assistance to, which I understand.
Yeah, the ones that have been coming all the time, that
Right.
even though we're trying to find new jobs and we're trying to get them off the
Sure.
thing.
Like I said, what I'm getting at is, do we have an idea like how many people those are? Obviously, if we're helping 24 people, that would be great. If we're helping, 2 people.
I know we do have a number, I don't know that number right here.
Okay, I'm just saying, is there a way we can get that? If we paid out, obviously the rental people, I'm thinking, there's 6 people we're helping there for this month. Whether or not there's other than for utilities, I don't know if, there's a Commonwealth Edison for 313. Is that one person's electric bill? That seems kind of high, you know what I'm saying? Like I said.
No, the ComEd bill for 300.
First page.
But anyway, we put all those bills together of
Right.
all the people that we, might be 100 for one person, $50 for another person. We write one check.
Right, that's what I was saying, is there a way that we can find out, like, okay, that 313 was divided up into 5 people that we helped, Like I said, just to show up.
I could get that
Quantity,
information.
you know what I'm saying? It would kind of, because here it's kind of confusing as far as, like I said, 313 is a lot, so obviously there's more people, we're helping more people than just what appears here on the paper, like one person. So.
Our general assistance clerk, the one who takes care of it, is off this week. On vacation, so I won't be able to get that information right away.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I know you can come into the office once in a while.
Right.
Remind me to, when she gets back next week, I will get that information for you. And see if we can come up with a new, I started that quarterly report about a year ago. We never did that. Now I'm just trying to get some information out to you guys as to how many people are coming in each quarter. We have to be real careful with privacy, names and stuff like that.
Is that why the ones that just like stick to the woodlands and parking
Right.
apartments?
We pay rent. These checks that you have here go to the property owners. We don't give them the check and then they spend it. We don't, who knows when they'll cash that check. We send it right to the property owners, so their rent is paid, or we send it to ComEd, so the water's paid, or their electric, or the water companies, So yeah, the names and things on your bill list are the property owners or the companies that we pay. But I could probably get you some kind of a.
Like I said, with rent, it's pretty plain and explanatory, that rent was for one person, but like I said, obviously, the ComEd and stuff like that, this Lockport water bill, that's a lot. Sure, it's not for one person.
Yeah, Lockport, yeah.
Can we make it so that we know how many people are served and not necessarily the people's names that?
Yeah, that's all I'm asking for, is like a number.
That makes sense. That makes
Numbers.
sense.
How many people are we actually helping?
Because I can see the privacy issue thing would be an issue.
Though on your bill list, I still have to, because we are writing the checks, your bill list will still reflect the way it is, who we're paying, because that's what we're writing checks to. I will put come up with a new form, something that shows you how many people are being served. All right. Any other questions for the bills?
Right on the bottom of that, where it says relief, it lists everything that we provide relief for. Hospitalization.
On the bottom of the second page?
Right. On the bottom of it, there's a miscellaneous. I'm just kind of curious. Because I saw last year, we do allow $8,000 on the budget for miscellaneous.
Right.
And last year, according to the final report, it looked like we spent about half of that.
Right.
So I'm just kind of, after looking at everything that's on there that would cover what would fall under miscellaneous.
It says right here on the first page, Will County Community Concerns donation.
That's coming out of this month.
Yeah.
Although, we do have that doesn't come out of miscellaneous, I don't know why that's indicated as miscellaneous. Oh, that's just a miscellaneous bill.
Oh,
We do have a line item, it's, that was approved, 5856, under relief, Will County Community Concerns, $1,000.
Oh.
We do have that approved, and we approved this budget, we approved that line item. $8,000, I would have to get a detailed list as what comes out of there, but I know there's small little things that come up. This month we're approving what, $54?
Right.
25 cents. 30 cents. 30.
Yeah, I was just, kind of curious, because like I said, obviously we do cover quite a few things there. Just wondering, because I know for the year, according to the,
Okay, this year under miscellaneous, or this month under miscellaneous came the ice mountain water, and Will County clerk. She had to pay $6 for some bill. Will County clerk, I'm not sure, it might be notary or something to that effect. But it is listed under rent miscellaneous with that 54.35 went to this month.
okay, so that was for the water.
Yeah, the ice mountain water. On the office.
That's probably every month. That's probably a monthly charge, right?
Well, I don't know, it's a monthly charge from the water. I don't know if we that much water in the office.
All right. Well, I was wondering, because like I said, last year it did total 4,000, so.
All right, any other questions? Can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski,
Yes.
Bodisich,
Yes.
Alberico,
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, under new business, we have the catastrophe insurance that we have to pass every year for general assistance. You have a copy of it in your insurance, or in your packet. We do have to approve that insurance, $2,360. It's a necessary insurance that we have to by law. In case there's a catastrophe, medical catastrophe, we do have to cover that insurance. Or if it goes over what we have line items, by law we have to have it. So I'd ask for an approval for the yearly catastrophe insurance for general assistance.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Michael Lewandowski.
Second.
Second by Jen. Any questions? Can I have a roll call, please?
Bodisich,
Yes.
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right. The only other thing I wanted to bring up, and was already kind of brought up, so Will County Community Concerns did, and I did put it in your package, sent a letter asking for their, we usually give them, and I'll explain it to you, we usually give them $1,500 a year. It's $1,000 out of general assistance, since most of the stuff they do is working with the poor and helping. And I don't know if you want to take a minute to look at that page. They basically say in the letter, Lockport Township residents alone received $500 $32,668 from Old County Community Concerns. They, on the back page, it shows you how they allocated the money. And they do a lot of good stuff for our residents, so. And we give $1,500 to help with that cause. I think it's a very good cause, so. We did approve that when we approved the budget. I just did want to bring it up and show you good things that have come in with that. What's that? I don't even think we already approved it.
Oh, you just bring it up?
Yeah, I just wanted to give you that information since I did receive it. Again, in the town fund, there's a $500 stipend on the bill list for that too. So it equals $1,500. That's, I believe, all I have for general assistance. I would ask for a motion to adjourn general assistance.
So moved.
Second by John. Second by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, moving on to the senior fund. Again, you have your minutes of the April 11th regular meeting. I would ask for a motion to pass the minutes.
So moved.
We have a motion by John.
I'll second it.
Second by Barb. All in favor? Or any questions in the minutes? I'm sorry. Moving right along. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. You have bills to be approved of $49,499.38. You need a motion to pay the bills? I need a motion by Barb.
Second that.
Dean, got a second by Dean. Morelli, any questions of the bills from the senior fund? Okay, hearing none, have a roll call, please.
Wendowski.
Yes.
Odison.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. I did want to bring up a couple of things real quick in our senior fund. You see, that was Tuesday, the 4th. We did have the shingle shots, the first quarter of the shingle shots given out. You know, we stipend $5,000 per quarter. It should cover 25 people, depending on how the insurance covers it. We were able to get 29 people in. So we did get 4 extra people. There were 10 in Lockport and 19 in Crest Hill that received the shot. Going through this, since this is the first year that and we did the pilot program last year, this year now we started it out, we kind of were working on trying to do it every quarter at $5,000. I'm not so convinced it's good to do it that way. I'm thinking maybe since it got so popular, people are really liking this idea. We have 21 people left on the waiting list already, still from the May 4th shots. We already have 29 people on the list for the August shots. I stopped taking people because I don't want to get this too crazy. What I'd like to do, I'm thinking, is maybe pick a date and just get them all done. And if there's anybody left, we'll do extras, and then we're done for the year. We'll spend our $20,000. If it gets to the point that there's a lot of people still interested in and still want to do it, we could reinvestigate next year's budget and maybe add more money to it. It seems to be so popular, or we can make that decision at that point and see how it's working out. But I guess the short of it is, why make people wait until the winter to get their shots if we're going to spend this money anyway? Let's get it done in the summer so they don't have to drive in the winter. Spend the money and get it done and get as many people as we can through this shingle shots. How does everybody else feel about that? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
You know, Ron, I'm talking to the seniors out there and listening to how much they appreciate that the township offers this program. And, you were at that meeting with some of the residents, and, I think it's gone over extremely well. And I think it's really a very, very important program.
I think so too. It's phenomenal.
I hope the board, in the future realizes the importance of it, and that we try to take care of as many seniors out there as we can, because it is almost like everybody you talk to is getting the shingles now. So that shot is.
I will tell you this, I did get a senior expo, I'm trying to figure out which one it was just recently, where it at.
Lipinski's.
Lipinski's, that's exactly right. A woman came to talk to me about it, and she was from Troy Township. Took the information from me, she gave the information to the Troy Township supervisor. He called me, he wants to set up the same program. He thinks it's, they're trying to figure out how we're doing it. They were asking me how we did it, I gave them all the information.
I mean, we must get a dozen calls a week for people that are wondering, what's your waiting list now?
Well, like I said, I stopped.
You stopped.
I stopped taking it because it's getting
So you
too
don't
out of
know.
hand.
Can we negotiate a volume discount for next year? Say, we expect this many people, based on the popularity of it, can we get a discount? Because we're going to bring you so much business.
And they did give us a discount already in the beginning.
Well, you can
I
ask
can
for more.
start, I can always get it.
Yeah.
I can start going different places too, and see what they've got to offer.
We understand they have to pay their bills and make a little profit, but
They're not a non-profit organization.
I understand. Yeah, I have no problem with that. But if we give them guaranteed business,
Right.
then they can lower their margin a bit.
I have no problem approaching on that. I want to get as many of our seniors as we can possibly get inoculated. And I think what's happening now is all the people that have no coverage in the shingle shots are coming now, so we're paying for almost the whole shot. I'm hoping to get more and more people that will, their insurance will pay for 50% of it, or 90% of it, or 80% of it. That will get more and more people in that way. I think that's going to come in time as it goes. But I did want to bring you up to date on that. I'm very happy with the turnout and the excitement that people are showing. I did want to bring up, we are starting to fill out, we got the application just about filled out for the buses for PACE. Maybe last month I talked about filling out that application to get leasing the buses through PACE. It's a phenomenal deal. It's $100 a month. If we go with the vans, which we're thinking we may go with the vans, it'll be, they pay for all maintenance. All we do is pay for gas, $100 a month for 2 buses. $100 each, $200 a month. That application process is going to take 3 or 4 months, so we don't have to make a decision whether to actually go with the lease until I get all the information. I am going to set up a meeting with PACE representative, a workshop, so you guys can ask any other questions that you may have on the bus. Hopefully I'll have the van here or the bus here, so you guys can look at it and see it. It'll be a pretty good savings. I think they're buying buses every 2 years.
One of the buses out of service again?
One of our buses is out of service again. It's the same problem. Check engine light keeps on coming on. It's bring it back to the dealer. It is covered through the warranty, so it's not costing us anything to get these fixed, but it is a little bit inconvenient. They are renting us for free of charge, not renting, they're letting us use a car to bring and pick up our passengers, so we're not losing the service. But, yeah, it makes it a little harder for them to get in and out of the car than it is in and out of the bus. But, again, it's the same situation. That check engine light is on. They brought it back. I talked to them. They said basically how they explained it was basically their paperwork that they got from General Motors said to just replace some parts, clean other parts, and it should take care of the problem. Now, come on again, now they're saying the bulletin says change all parts, don't clean anything. So that's what they're doing now. It's under warranty, like I said, it's one good thing, but it's time consuming. Last time it was out for about a month. I'm hoping they did say they were going to try to get it through a little quicker this time.
And this isn't costing us anything to keep
It's not the
service.
same thing. The other thing I wanted to bring up real quick is, again, I did say last month, this Wednesday, May 25th, the Triad Senior Health Safety Expo will be going on in Romeoville, 55 Phelps Avenue in Romeoville. It's the Edwards Hospital Athletic and Events Center. 9:30. I forget if it's 9 to 12. No, I'm sorry, it's 9 to 12. They're having a half-hour informational seminar starting at 9:30. But all our seniors come on out to that. It's very informative. There'll be a lot of vendors out there. I know we're planning on being out there. I have nothing else in senior. I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
And a motion by John, second by Michael. All in favor? Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you. Moving on to our town fund. You have your minutes again in your packet. The minutes here are for the April 11th regular meeting, the workshop of March 28th, and April 25th, and a public hearing of April 11th. I need a motion to pass the minutes.
So moved.
I got a motion by Jen,
Second.
second by Barb. Any questions of the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, you have the bills of $160,609.34. You need a motion to pay the bills?
Make the motion.
Motion by Barbara,
Second.
second by Jen. Any questions of the bills tonight for our town fund? Okay, hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Odisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right. The assessor isn't here tonight, so we'll move on to the clerk's report.
Okay, thank you, Ron. Just have a few notes of information from the county clerk's office, Nancy Schultz-Lutz. If you want to earn extra income, become an election judge. Will County Clerk Nancy Lutz office seeks election judges to work polling places for the upcoming November 8th, 2016 general election. The benefits are serving, or you get paid $90 per election and $60 for the training when appointed. You earn additional pay for extra responsibilities, and you will be involved in the election process. For more information, you can call the county clerk's office at 815-740-4617, or you can go online to www.countyclerk, and you can also apply to be an election judge online. The county and the clerk's office here in Lockport Township are taking vote by mail absentee requests. So if you know that you're not going to be, or even if you want to vote in your home, they're taking the applications now. You can call my office and you can get a form and we can fill it out for you. And you can also call the county. So they are taking those right now for the November 8th election. I already told you that Jessica was sworn in on Friday. I do have to add that we are going to have our clinic again on Tuesday, June 7th. For any of those people that want to sign up, you can call the office. And this is for the uninsured Lockport Township from birth to 18 years old. And we are going to work with the Will County Health Department and see if we're going to make those phone calls tomorrow. So I do have a part-time person that's helping me work with this clinic, and we're going to try to see if we can get the county health department to work with us in conjunction with this clinic. So I think that's all I have.
All right.
You're going to say something. You want me to talk about the Will County zoning case we talked about? Did you want Okay, so there is a public hearing from the county, And this is a proposed amendment for annexation of a real estate containing approximately 16.3 acres. The properties which are subject to the application are located on the north side of Airport Road at O'Hara Drive. And then, of course, they've got the legal description there. All persons interested in attending the public hearing are invited to do so and will be heard. The meeting will be accessible to people with disabilities. That is on May 18th, 2016, at the hour of 6 p.m. at the Village of Romeoville Municipal Building, 1050 West Romeo Road, Romeoville, Illinois. If you have any questions, you can call Dr. Denise Holloway, the village clerk at the Village of Romeoville. And Ron, I don't know if you gave notification of this Will County case last month or not, but if not, that's the 5-Star Landscape Company that's doing the, they're going to have a special use permit for outdoor storage. You didn't get that one? So there is an application for a zoning change at 1 New Avenue in Lockport, Illinois, and that's special use permit for an outdoor storage yard. And this is to allow a landscape business with outdoor storage of excavating equipment. That scheduled hearing date was April 5th at 2016 at 6:30 p.m. So, you know, that is already completed.
That was in, where was that to take place?
That was, that was at the Will County office building.
So it's in the courtroom here.
Yeah. So there, all this information here, so that is taking place. And that's, I think, all I have.
All right, well, thank you.
Can I just ask a quick question on the delivery of the packets? Because I didn't get mine till I got to the meeting. So we're emailing everybody that doesn't have an office, so I would pick up mine
Yes,
like I always
like
have.
you always have. I mean, we can email it.
How you
That's
can
not-
email it? Do you prefer it to be emailed?
No, I have no, I just, when I went to come pick it up, there wasn't one, so I thought it was supposed to be emailed because we did discuss it, and then,
You know, that's funny because his clerk just came in and this afternoon, and said John hasn't picked up his packet yet. It's still in his mailbox.
Should we be the right place, John?
yeah. As a matter of fact, when I got here today, they were leaving, and I had to make them open the door, because I thought it was going to be emailed, so I mentioned it.
Yeah.
I called and
Well, I'm sorry for the mis-
no, I just wanted, just so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, because she said, do I need to call up John to have him come and pick this up? I said, he knows he has a mailbox here, so I'm sure. There is another thing, I'm sorry, I wanted to bring up that open house. That September 21st, the TOI has set aside Illinois Township Day. So on September 21st, 2016, I think this would be a perfect day for us as a township to let residents know all about our services and programs that we provide. And they're just doing this because they've had a growing response for residents to know about the needs of townships in Illinois, large and small. So, you know, the board, you know, I don't know if that's something, Ron, you and the board want to talk about. September 21st is coming up pretty quick. I think it would be a really great thing to do. So I thought I'd bring it up early enough so we can start planning it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so TOI has this nice little booklet, step-by-step of everything we need to do to get press releases out and everything else. That's all I have. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Trustees, comments or suggestions tonight? All right, we got a few things to take care of in Central Square report. We've been discussing at Central Square the dissolving of the Central Square Committee and the actual Central Square organization. A document was drawn up by the attorneys, both our attorney and the city's attorney, along with I think the Park District's attorney, all got together on this. We talked about it, we had copies of it. This is the final one. The city did pass this last month. I think we need to pass it to dissolve the, which one? Dissolve the intergovernmental agreement. pretty wordy, but it basically goes through how everything's going to be split up. And like I said, I did have the attorney review it, and he's okay with it. Pretty much lets us move on to our new building. So I need a motion to pass to approve the dissolution agreement. We get cold feet, we don't want to move.
Ron, I do it. Maybe I'll wait till there's
Okay, you
something.
got a motion
I'll
by
make a
John?
motion. I'll make a motion. We discuss it.
I'll second.
I got a second by Michael. Any discussion?
The only thing I wanted to bring up is, I did notice they said December 31st, right? Is that
Right. Yes.
And if by chance, and you know, I hope that doesn't happen, but if by chance we're not out of here by December 31st, is there a stipulation?
That's not in this, but I have talked to the city. I really believe we'll be out, but in the event that we're still not quite out, they are drawing up a rental agreement, basically, with the Park District, and they will offer that same one to us. They're not going to throw us in the street, basically. We'll just do whatever, you know, whatever the agreement is that the Park District is agreeing with for them to stay, because they're going to stay here for another year at least before they get out. So they have that agreement in the works, and they did say they would extend that to us also. All right, can I have a roll call then, please?
Spartasich,
Yes.
Lewandowski,
Yes.
Alberico,
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right. Next, this is pretty much the same thing, but we should have a resolution saying that we're going to end this organization. And basically, Resolution 2016 states that Lockport Township Board of Trustees have determined that it is in the best interest of the township to pass a resolution approving the intergovernmental agreement of the dissolution of the Intergovernmental Agreement Association that owns Central Square Building and termination of the intergovernmental agreement controlling operation and management of the Central Square Building dated July 2nd, 1979, and amended as amended. And whereas the dissolution has become necessary with the pending departure of Lockport Township from the space of the building, the Park District desire to divert itself from ownership of the building. Now therefore be it resolved that the Lockport Township Board of Trustees of the Township of Lockport, Will County, Illinois, as follows. Section 1, the attached intergovernmental agreement, which we just passed, is approved. Section 2, the supervisor and the township clerk are directed to sign the agreement on behalf of the township. There is a
We'll correct that.
misprint in there, but in the township, and to take all other actions to affect the terms and conditions of the agreement, including the covenants of the township and Park District's interest in the Central Square Building. Section 3, this resolution shall be in full force and effective from and after its passage and approved as provided by law. I need a motion to pass the resolution.
So,
Motion.
There's a motion by John, second by Barb. Any questions of the resolution? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Spartasich, Lewandowski,
Yes.
Alberico,
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you. In Central Square report, I just want to bring up a few things real quick. The car shows will be starting June 6th, which is the first Monday of June. They're a lot of fun. The first one is pretty much dedicated for the seniors. There's going to be an ice cream social put on by AARP. They have always sponsored the first car show of the year. They're having a band. Of course, they're sponsoring the band, which is more leaning towards seniors. But it's a lot of fun, June 6th. But because of that, that, I did want to bring up that next month's meeting will be on Tuesdays. We always have our meetings in the summer, June, July, and August, on the second Tuesday of the month. So I do want to remind everybody, I will try to remind you so nobody's here on Monday, the 6th. We'll be here Tuesday, the 7th. The other thing I want to bring up really quick is, no, I'm sorry, that meeting will be the 14th. I'm sorry, I have the wrong date. First account shows the 6th, the second Monday is the 13th.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Good catch, Jen. I want to bring up the Canal Days Parade that's coming up in
Computer card.
So you see how those computers work already. Doing a good job. Canal Days, June 17th is the parade. We have us again into the parade. I'm asking you all to mark it in your calendar. We always have a good time. We walk and shake hands and meet our residents in Lockport. And hopefully we'll have good weather. It was pretty good last year, if I remember right. Oh, I want to remind us. All right, that's all I have in Central Square. Moving on, we'll go on to new business, which probably should be under old business, but we have an annexation agreement with Lockport. The city did go through their due diligence. They had their meeting in the whole. In their regular meeting, they did approve the annexation of our property on 1463 Farrell Road. We are now part of the city if we pass the agreement. So basically, this does it. Again, it's pretty wordy. The attorney did look through it all. We walked through it a few months back and forth. Our attorneys changed things with their attorney. I think it's a good agreement. We do want to become part of the city, so I would ask approval of the annexation agreement.
Make that motion.
I have a motion by Janet,
A second.
second by Barbara. Any questions of the annexation agreement?
I have one little thing. I know when we were discussing moving into the city, we tried to get some kind of roundabout figure as far as, because I guess we learned we have to go towards Farrell Road, right?
Right, the water, you're talking the water and sewer. Right.
Has there been anything?
You know what, I asked it, Dewberry a few times on that. They said they were going to work that out and get back to me. They haven't. But in the agreement, we don't have to hook up to city sewer and water right away. We have to do it within 5 years.
Okay.
So if it is too big on the budget this year, we can kick that can down the road. So it's a 5 year. The other thing they put in here was 6 months after business or somebody moves in next door and puts a sidewalk in, they would like us to put a sidewalk in front of our building too. That's if and when that ever happens, which may be a year from now, maybe 20 years. But we have 6 months to do it after that. And I didn't see any problem with that. So. Any other questions? Have a roll call, please.
Wondowski?
Yes.
Bodison?
Yes.
Alberico?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Morella?
Yes.
All right. Next thing we have on here is the approval of Dewberry contract. I sent you all a copy. It's a pretty big, thick contract with them, but it does take care of the construction drawings, the bidding, the whole kit and caboodle of the project. So I did send it to our attorney. He looked through it all. Of course, he indicated to me that these kind of contracts have been litigated and argued about for, you can argue on every point in this thing if you wanted to, but he says with the relationship that we've had with Newberry, he feels pretty confident that this is a good contract and we should go ahead and go with it. So I would ask for an approval of the Dewberry contract for the new building.
Ron, this is the one that, with the options that the board approved last month.
Right, the floor plans and
Yeah.
It's the options that the committee
yeah, floor plan. This is the floor plan that we go with.
just so, you know, I know you and I talked about doing a few tweaks here and there in all the offices, so.
Right,
I guess
yes.
this one, okay, and we're gonna meet with them.
We're going to be talking with them to get all everything on papers, how we want it down. This will get the drawings going and get the bidding process going.
What time frame is he sitting around?
Well, you know, the way I'm understanding it is, once we approve the contract, it's going to take 6 weeks or a month to 6 weeks to get all the architectural drawings done. And then they'll go to bid. That's going to take, you know, with the public hearing and the publishing and everything, it's going to take a month to 6 weeks. So we're talking at least 2 months, 3 months, and then the construction can actually start.
I think we better add a few months onto our lease.
Well,
Yeah.
my thought is, to be honest with you, Jen, the construction that we're going to be doing,
It's
I can see it's going to take a
minimal.
long time. I think a month and a half, 2 months of construction.
It's going to be minimal here.
Yeah, 'cause we're not really moving a lot. I mean, we're doing the elevator, we're hooking up the city sewer and water, everything else is pretty cosmetic. Changing the wall here, now, there is one wall we're going to move, major wall. But other than that, it's my offices, they're knocking the door here, putting a window here, little things like that. Debbie's office is pretty much the same, she's moving some walls around. I think it's all pretty much cosmetic.
Sounds good.
Ronnie's already reviewed it, I've seen, you know, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
But I know we did have a lawyer review though, right?
Yes.
We didn't see him back in words or.
I wasn't about to try to figure this thing out by myself. I sent it right to the attorney. He looked it through. Like I said, he said he could litigate, and there's been litigation at every point in this contract, but it's a pretty standard. He says that the relationship that we've established with Dewberry, he feels pretty confident. So,
Okay, so, all right.
I need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
We got a motion by Jen,
A second.
second by Barb. Any other discussion?
I turned to page 3 and I see at the top, it says the owner intends to retain a construction manager or advisor. So that would be us, obviously.
Well, we're gonna go with the construction manager, and I will be, I'll be working with him day in and day out.
So, I mean, is that construction manager Dewberry, or is that somebody we bring in?
That's somebody they sub, I
They
believe,
sent
right?
it out, and it's a company that I've talked to the gentleman, and I'm very impressed with him, with Doug Rink. We've met him. He seems to be very knowledgeable in construction. I feel pretty confident. He's helped me a lot in this first phase. So I feel very confident with Mr. Rink.
Is he running a different company than other than?
Well, it's a subsidiary. Well, I don't think it's a separate company, yeah.
You know what it is, or?
I don't, I can tell you, I got this card in the office, but I'll have to go with it. I couldn't tell you. Right off the top of my head.
It's the guy that they use quite a bit then, or?
Did we have a choice, or was it their, I guess what he was trying to get, was it their guy, or was there an option of 2 or 3 guys to pick from as construction manager, or who gave Dewberry the ability to do that?
Well, once we approve this, I could talk to him, but I just thought, this guy came and talked to me, and he gave me some pretty good advice and stuff, so I thought, it's through this contract, so it's through the Dewberry contract, so they're paying, not us.
Who hires him?
Who hired him?
Who hired the construction manager?
Nobody's hired him yet. This will. I guess I could talk to Dewberry and say that's the construction manager we want, if that's what you guys feel.
I guess from the experience I'm having, kind of as we speak, we hired an architect, and then they brought in 5, 6 people interviewed for the job of the construction manager.
Well, I can
And
have
then we picked who we felt was comfortable with some guidance from the architect. So I think there would be time to do that. If Dewberry says, Dewberry can throw us 3, 4 names, and then we could maybe set up.
While they're doing the drawing, sure, we have time to get, that'd be fine.
That'd be fine.
We passed this contract tonight, I have a meeting tomorrow to do this, to start, so, yeah, I don't think there's anything on there saying concretely have to go with Doug Rink, I just, That's the guy we're talking.
It's not a bad idea.
Right.
If you're talking, it's
It's
going to be
not.
our liaison, it's a guy that we want to be comfortable with.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Because they work, then they'll work with us and Blueberry.
Right.
If there is an issue, they'll be in between.
That'd be fine, right?
And we have a bias.
I agree with that. I'll bring that to Blueberry's attention tomorrow. Then we go. But this contract is to hire Blueberry.
Right.
Not the
Right.
contract.
So John, they referred this rink, is that what you're saying?
What's that?
They referred him to you?
Yeah, Rick is the one that came and talked.
And I'm sure they probably have
They
other people
Yeah,
or
I'm sure they do, yeah.
there's a place to post that, or the people from other people that aren't associated with Blueberry.
You just look at it as if it's our liaison, we want to be comfortable with him to ask any questions or oversee the project or any, contract orders or additions or subtractions, whatever the case. We want to make sure we're getting what we want from the process.
Okay, that's fine. I'll talk to Doug about giving, or Daniel about giving us a few options for the contract. Or construction manager, I should say. But, okay, that being said, did we make the motion? We made a motion, do we have a second? Any other questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Barisic.
Yes.
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. I did put together a resolution 2016-1. I don't know if you guys read it, had time to read it, but basically it's for the public comment section of our meetings. We've had some meetings, and we thought it'd be best to put something in writing, because we don't have anything in all these years.
The question I had with the one was where it said 30 minutes per meeting. Is that going to be 30 minutes per meeting here or per senior fund meeting, per general assistance meeting?
Good question. It's per meeting.
It's per meeting, so-
Yeah, I guess it is written per meeting.
30, not to exceed 30 minutes.
Per meeting, not per evening. You know what I'm saying?
At each meeting shall not exceed 30. Okay, so you're saying the town function. Oh, so you want that maybe worded a little different?
We could table this and change it to 30 minutes per, how we word that evening. Or
I think the way that we solve that is, if it doesn't pertain to the senior budget and they want to talk about something other than the senior budget,
No, that was
then
the town budget.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. So that's going to probably crush things down.
You know, John, I see what you're saying. I don't
I
foresee that
understand.
as ever being a problem, but I understand what you're saying. Yes.
That's so many stuck out.
Yeah, I'd also like to make a note too, like Article 1, Section C, says the speaker shall. We need to change that to shall.
Oh, yeah.
It's a typo, that's all.
Misspelled, yes. I changed it. I had about 3 people read this and it changed a lot of it, or I missed that one. Okay. Do you want to pass this, or you want to table until next month? I can have it changed, or? I guess you allow it.
Well, I mean, it does say then set time limitation may be altered or waived at the moderator's discretion.
So 30 minutes, if they're talking about one topic, but they're in the wrong meeting, then it doesn't pertain,
The meeting-
doesn't apply.
Right, but
meeting
at each senior fund meeting, or maybe I'm confused, or each
Town fund meeting.
town fund meeting, we have a 30-minute limit on each one.
So there's
So
4
somebody can
meetings,
speak here for
30
30 minutes, here for 30 minutes, here and here. If,
If the topics apply, if the topics don't apply, then he can call it and say that's not applicable to this meeting.
I think what Mike is saying.
I understand what
Yeah,
Mike's saying.
yeah. If there is an issue in the road and bridge, and there's an issue in the senior, and there's an
It's
issue
30
in the
minutes on the
town,
bridge.
and there's this issue in, then each one can go a half hour. Like I said, I don't see that ever happening, but
Well, if you've got 30 people, it could happen unless you designate a spokesperson. unless it's the same thing. I mean, it could.
Is
3 minutes apiece.
this is for our regular, this would be for
Any
our regular.
township workshops or anything, you know, meetings.
I'll make a
What about
motion.
town hall meeting?
Annual town meeting,
This
This
will,
would not apply to that.
we can use our public comment for that also, by the attorney's advice.
all right, I got a motion by Jan. You want me to read through it? Does everybody read it?
Do you want to change it? We can change it.
That's up to you guys.
I don't have a problem. I just see the distinctions between, oh, I want to talk about this topic. Well, we're not in that meeting,
Right.
therefore,
I
that
understand.
doesn't apply.
You see my point?
I do, I know exactly. If you want to change it, I'll be up for it.
It can be applied to town hall meeting,
That's correct.
which
It's just one meeting.
is just one meeting.
On all general topics.
But it's still 30 minutes total. With 3 minute time period.
Yeah, see, that's an opportunity for every issue to be discussed.
For a total of 30 minutes.
Yeah, but that makes it.
I don't want to
Yeah.
discourage people from speaking up.
No.
But we could
understand.
We could adjust that at that meeting. We could adjust that to a 60-minute period. At that meeting.
Pretty much all this does say is mediator. It's at his discretion. He can change it pretty much.
I'll make a motion to,
This, I'm sorry, your discussion. I just had a quick question. This doesn't pertain to me in the highway meeting, correct?
You know, what,
Yeah.
30 minutes.
yeah, if there's an issue, somebody wants to, because we do have in every meeting, we'll have, anybody wishing to address the board, you never have it addressed. But if you do, if you have something people are passionate about and want to talk to you about, I'm going to, just limit it to 3 minutes per person. And
For 30 minutes.
30 minutes, after 30 minutes, we'll cut it off.
That's 10 people talking, 3 minutes each.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that would pertain to me since I'm a separate entity from the township.
All of these are.
But as
But it
the,
is, well,
As a
you
board
can,
meeting.
well, you know what, the other thing.
I mean, I'm just asking the question, because I know that, like, I can have my own
You
meeting,
can
like,
have your own
separate, but
meeting.
I'm not gonna make these guys come to, another extra meeting,
Yeah.
because we're two separate governmental agencies.
I'll tell you what, let's table it
Let's table this.
and
I'll ask-
clarify it.
I don't mean to.
No.
I'm just curious.
I'm just saying, we
Well,
need clarification so that we're all on the same page.
well, if we're here at this meeting and we're doing road and bridge, I think then it would apply.
Because we'd be
And only
sitting
because
here.
he's the chairman and we're conducting the meeting, and the board of trustees are voting on issues on your agenda. But then, you want to ask council to.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah.
Attorney, if you have to set your own.
Well, and actually in here, it doesn't say specifically me, so I mean, if we passed it and it doesn't apply to me, I don't want to keep you from approving something, I just was curious, because the way the township's constructed, being separate, but working together.
I mean, obviously, 30 minutes, 3 minutes each. People get their point across. There is discussion, it could go over, but, if it's something that,
And if there are more than 10 people that want to speak, and they all want to speak on
the same thing.
valid, no, I'm saying different things that are valid, the moderator can extend it.
Right.
But if they're all speaking the same thing, then you can cut it off.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the 3 minutes, I just would not want, in the road and bridge, I would not want to, like, if there's 30 people to speak, I want them all to speak. I mean, even if they're beating me up or something. I think
something
they got it heard.
Something drastic would have to happen.
Yeah, I don't foresee this, but I do know that it's probably,
We've been asking
I
about
don't
this
think
for a long
it's
time.
probably never going to happen.
Right.
I just didn't know if this
Once-
pertained to
Once
me.
again, if it's in this boardroom and it's at a meeting like this, it's up to the chairman of the board of trustees or the moderator to distinguish that, who's conducting the meeting. So
All right, I'll make that motion.
But I'm not sure about that. He's conducting the meeting.
Well, we can go ahead and pass this, and then we'll make, if you guys want to pass it, we're going to pass it tonight. If we find out through the attorney that it doesn't apply to the highway, then the highway will have to come up with his own
Okay.
rules for his meeting.
Okay, I got a motion.
We got a motion by John,
I'll second it.
and a second by Barb. Any other discussion?
This is to table it, correct?
No,
No.
this is to pass it.
This is to approve it.
Approve it,
Yes, sir.
except for the spelling correction. Any other discussion?
And you want that motion to be with the advice of the council and...
As far as for the, whether the highway has to.
And council was the one who brought this up, or
What's that?
I'm trying to figure out where this all started. I mean,
Well, it's been talked about for a long
For a
time.
long time.
Long
3,
time.
4 years ago, it's
Yeah.
probably been talked about.
We need to set rules, because we never have rules, and if somebody wants to get up and talk at a meeting, we don't have the rules set in a resolution, we can't make them set, I guess.
Somebody said there was rules, but I
I've-
saw the rules. So
I've never seen the
instead of just
resolution.
saying you got 5 minutes or whatever, at least this is set.
We did check, and I have no record of any rules over the years, no.
So it's far time that we set some kind of rules, it's just whether or not you approve these rules, or not. We can change them any way we want. This is what I've kind of did the research on what other townships do and different things. I thought this was covers just about everything I can think of that might be a problem or not a problem. I don't want to hinder anybody from getting up and speaking. If they have I really, really want to encourage people to come and speak and talk and let us know what they're thinking with this township. But we do have to have some kind of set rules and
Most townships do adopt a public comment
Most
resolution.
municipalities and villages.
Yes.
Any other questions? Hearing none, have a roll call, please.
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Bodisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
yes.
All right, thank you very much. I have under new business again, I said, I just mentioned I just want to bring you $500 in our bill list that goes to the county community concerns, that comes to that up to $1,500, that's what we send it out every year. Under old business, I wanted to bring up the Northern Illinois Food Bank. They were here last month, they talked. Gina Grammarosa was here. We're talking about opening that new building in the area. They did send me a letter. I sent you a copy of the letter. Basically, they're asking us for a donation towards that building. My thought was, when I read the letter, I think the food bank's a very, very good operation. They do a lot of cool things, you know, helping feed our residents. I would like to support them, but it's up to you guys. You know, I feel okay with it, but I'm not going to try to push this. It's up to you guys. If you guys want to do it, they're asking for $2,500. We could make the decision what we're going to send them or not send them anything at all. So I will, why don't we make a motion in a second and we can discuss it. Or no, I guess we better discuss it first and make, know what the motion's going to be. But
Are they sufficiently funded now, or are they in need?
like I said, I sent you the letter, I heard your talk, I sent the letter, you guys know as much as I do. I haven't talked to her any more than you have. She came and talked, they're going to build a new building in this area, in the southwest Chicago area.
That was from the last meeting, right?
Yeah, yeah. Right after that, she sent me the letter, so I was, you know,
They're definitely put a building in this area,
it's,
brand new, used.
Within our township or within?
well, I think they're
In the
looking.
county, in the county. Little
In
county.
the county, that's.
May, June.
But it helps our food,
Right now, everything comes from up.
our food.
That came up from
Came from-
UK or Belgium,
Yeah, way north.
Geneva area, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you remember, they were talking about, they were concerned about some of the Illinois funding and some of the discrepancies they have had there.
Right.
They were kind of reaching out to her.
So I think they're going to every township and organizations, cities and stuff like that.
So they have a large travel expense getting down this way, if I remember right.
And they also gave us a breakdown, I can't remember, they gave us a breakdown in a presentation on how much they actually spent in this area, which was pretty significant in our township area.
What do we give for our food pantry or fish pantry? Trying to find it here.
I think it was on the bill.
Yeah, it's gonna be, trying to find it.
I know that number, and I can't think, but I want to say,
Is that the Fairmont?
no, we give to two. We give to the Fairmont, we only give a couple of $1,000, I believe. That would be the senior. I won't be able to find it,
Right. I was thinking about 1,000.
yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to send. I thought $2,500 is
Well, that's what they're asking for. That's
Yeah.
not what we have to send.
what we have to send them. I think it is a reputable idea.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just
I think-
saying that,
We've never given to this before.
and it might be an annual thing that they may ask
They
for.
may.
You know what I mean?
And we can decide to put a line item in there for it, if that's what we feel.
Because we do have extra, we have a miscellaneous line item.
We have
for-
projects, take it out of projects.
And that amount is usually pretty sufficient.
Pretty sufficient.
I'll make a motion that we offer them $1,000 and
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. That we donate $1,000?
yes.
Illinois Food Bank. Any other discussion? Can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Odisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
Okay, next on the agenda, we're a little long here tonight. I want to bring you up on the date with the building. Not a lot has changed. We're still working on trying to get you some other quotes for the grass cutting. I did have a discussion with the school next door, but the school talked to me. They had an arrangement with the church, Parkview Church, that in the case of an emergency, major something, gas leak or whatever, they bust children over in the state of the building, to be sick, in case they have to evacuate the building. I told her that, at this point in time, being the building is not occupied yet, in a situation, in an emergency, give me a call. I will, I'm not going to let the children stand outside. I'll bring them into the building. But we will have to, once we're in the building, we will get an intergovernmental agreement with the school, if that's what we feel we want to do. They need a place in case they have to evacuate that building.
If they have to evacuate.
Yeah, what are they going to do with the kids?
Usually they do lockdowns nowadays. Like you said, gas.
She said
Gas, you wouldn't even be going into another building. Fire, you would probably go into another building.
Yeah, I don't know what the emergencies would be, and it's never happened, but they do have to have a protocol. And most of the time this summer they'll be out of school while we're in our construction. So I don't foresee it happening, but I just didn't want to bring it up.
Did they go there before? Where did they go
Big
before?
long over there.
Did they go to the church?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to the church, they had an agreement with the church, that they're going over there in case of emergency, bring them over there,
Does that have to be?
So they asked me would I still be good with that, and I said, well, I have to, find out about the legality of it and all that, but, first of all, my first thought, legally or not, if there's an emergency, I'm gonna do what I can do with the kids, I'm not, make them stand outside in the rain, because all worried about getting sued. But,
You know, Ron, I think it's a great idea, especially to get new neighbors in that particular area, but
Right.
I would ask them to probably try to find a provision during the construction process, though, because that could be.
we might, during the construction, there might be a problem, I told them. If there's construction going on. But like I said, again, it's one of those things, chances are, it's not gonna happen.
Something bad happens,
Yeah.
everybody's going to open the door.
Right. So I did want to bring it up, and then once we get into the building, I'm going to try to draw up some kind of intergovernmental agreement with the school, so we have, you know, directly a resolution.
We'll be happy to do that if they cut our grass.
Get those kids to come on. All right. We did have an incident at the building I wanted to bring up. I did come across somebody going through our mailbox. I talked to that person. I indicated that it was illegal for that person to be going through our mailbox. He indicated to me that I should call the police, so I did. I reported it. I did report it to the postal inspectors. So that's, that happened. Hopefully, I did stop all mail delivery to that building now, so, and there shouldn't have been any mail in there anyway, so I just jumped.
Ron, have we thought about putting cameras in?
Well, you know, in the construction, we probably
For
will.
those security reasons?
Yeah, but, you know, not before construction, I'm not.
No, as soon as everything's.
That's all I have on the building update. I did want to bring your attention, we got a letter from the Bridges to a New Day thanking us for our yearly stipend to them. I did want to bring up the electronic recycling. I did get an email today, that's why I didn't send it to you, but there's been a lot of discussion about the recycling of the electronics. They shut down all the programming for recycling. This came from Will County Land Use. It says good news. The good news is that we have just opened up one of the former permanent drop-off electronic recycling sites. It's the Lockport Public Works. They are gonna, it's open again. But due to the labor involved, this site is only going to be open to the residents and only on Tuesday and Friday from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. No other hours are offered and no other participants are allowed to bring. In other words, companies can't bring 5 TVs. It doesn't state it in here, I don't think, but I think they are limiting it to 2 TVs
Yes.
per person right now. But it is open.
And this is just for the electronics. Otherwise, for traditional
Yeah.
recycling, they are open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. I know we've been getting a lot of phone calls, so. And then, you know, there's a whole list of everything they accept.
It is only Will County residents, so they will be looking at your driver's license, and they won't be
You have to
having
have a driver's license.
2-page people coming in and trying to drop off their TVs. So I just wanted to bring you up to date. At least finally they got some kind of recycling going again. Other than that, I have nothing else tonight. Any citizens wishing to address the board? Obviously, there's no one here tonight, so I would call.
Can I mention something about recycling, or should I wait till next? I forgot to do it in my meeting.
That's fine.
I was nervous about not having a packet. We had I wanted to be prepared. We had a municipal recycling event at the Highway Department last week, and we had 7,000 tires. And it was really a neat, it was the first time that we had it at our place. And it's all the municipalities in our area. And Joliet, like 15 trucks would show up, but the tires are dumped and then hauled over to a recycling guy, and they're gonna end up in your football and baseball fields and rubber mulch and...
They're not in the township right now, are they?
Pardon?
Are they in the township now, or?
They're gone. They hauled them, it took them 2 days to get rid of them. It was really an amazing thing. It was kind of a crappy day, but I was expecting maybe 1,000 tires, and the pile kept getting bigger and bigger, but they were there and gone. About 7,000 they estimated. Yeah, it was really neat.
Wow, such an even number.
Like I said, they were estimating. So I just thought that was a cool thing when we talk about recycling.
I have no other business
Breeding
tonight.
rat snakes.
I'd like to address the board.
Sure. I would ask that you come up, state your name.
Brad Spooner, Lockport, Illinois. I'm the person he called the police on, going through the mailbox. I was out there doing a follow-up video of the building after the township meeting. He comes running out here, "You're going through my mailbox." It's a vacant building. Why would somebody go through a mailbox of a vacant building? The church isn't in there, the township's not in there. I didn't do it. Plus, I had a witness. Happened to be a lieutenant on the Will County Sheriff's Department. So Ron, I really wish you'd have filed that report.
I did file.
I know you didn't, I checked.
Yes, I did.
No, there's no report. I checked, I really wanted that report, and I realized why you did it.
I'm not going
Because you were putting in an illegal power line you did not have a permit for. That's why you were using this as a diversion.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? The line from the church to the garage. You didn't have a permit to put that in?
Illegal.
Yeah.
There's power to that garage already.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Well, I'm not going to sit in this argument and argue with you, Mr. Spooner, but I did see you going through the mailbox. And I will throw you out of this meeting if you keep talking out of line. You have to follow the rules in this meeting. I have nothing else. Anybody else have any comments tonight? I'd ask for an adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by John, second by Michael Lewandowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much.
Don't forget your